Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm Movie Gamer Donto, and we got some exciting news. We did it. We're gonna get a trailer for Godzilla Minus Zero coming up tomorrow. I, I mean, let's be honest. They were gonna do it. It's going exactly how they did it with Godzilla Minus One, and I'm all for it. It was a great combo. One, two, three. Bread and butter combo. We're gonna get that trailer tomorrow. I'm excited to do a reaction video, my first reaction video for it. Maybe we can break down some stuff I see because I am a huge Godzilla fan. Not gonna say I know every little detail of every single movie, but I have them all on VHS, got them as a kid. And in this video, I just kind of want to break down how later in life, as I got older, I kind of used Godzilla to mold my personality, to mold me as a character. Okay, so don't assume. Don't I already know what you're thinking. Don't think I'm just going around destroying things, destroying everyone's lives, making everyone miserable, kicking people's butts on the street. No, that's not really what it is. Okay, I take characteristics of him, Godzilla, the character, and I just pick what I want. I pick what I want, put it into me, and that's it. I'm not going around destroying people. I'm not burning houses. I'm not being a menace to society. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm doing more of it like as a way to build strength in me. Okay, because when I got a job, because I'm a teacher, I got this job and I had to deal with some crazy kids. Okay, and if you didn't have that aura, if you didn't have that strong, cold, personality, then you're gonna get walked all over. They're gonna walk all over you. And so as I was doing it, I was just like in my mind, like I don't even feel like I planned this. It just made me think. Like if I'm gonna be not a tyrant, but if I'm gonna be strong and if I'm gonna have them under my control and make sure nothing goes crazy, then I gotta figure out what to do. And it just hit me as I was doing it. If I had to, I was just gonna be like, I'm Godzilla. That's me, walking down my classroom, walking down the desks, walking through my students. I'm just staying upright. I'm staying in control. I'm not losing my temper. I'm just staying, figuring things out. I'm not letting anything get under my skin. That was Godzilla for me. Because if you know Godzilla, he does what he wants, okay? And if he gets knocked down, he's gonna get back up. All right, and he doesn't give up. He always keeps fighting until he wins. All right, he never backs down from a fight. He gives it his all. Okay, doesn't matter what he's up against. He's gonna see it. He's gonna go at it. And that to me is a big part of what I took from Godzilla and put into mine. Okay, my own character, my own personality. Because I'm not gonna let anyone talk. Like we got bosses. In real life, I get it. We got bosses. I'm gonna be respectful, of course. I'm not gonna tell them I know what I'm doing, get out of my face, like I'm better than you. Like it's not like that. Okay, I'm just using him, Godzilla, to symbolize that I am not gonna let someone take advantage of me and walk all over me. If I do see something like that, then I'm just gonna call it out in a respectful way. I'm not gonna fight them. Okay, that's not the focus I'm doing. It's more just like his inner strength. Nothing that he does to physically violate people. No, nothing like that. Okay, so Godzilla to me, that's what he is. He's just a way for me to see who I am. Because before, I feel like I was timid. I was a pretty timid guy, and I didn't really have the balls to do much. Like ask girls out or even to I guess be like a captain in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like to be like a leader. I was more like a follower, and then like I said, when I got that job and I had to change, I couldn't just it'll be miserable. Just if you're a teacher, you need to be in control. You cannot, or you're just gonna have a terrible job. You're gonna have a terrible career choice. And that's how thankfully Godzilla got me out of that ship. And hopefully it makes sense to you. I mean, I know some people think it's might be silly. At first, I thought it was a little embarrassing to come out and say this, but I'm honest. I think I'm still new to YouTube, so I don't think I'm explaining this well enough. But I can't explain enough that even when I'm walking, around town or somewhere, like I just have that Godzilla walk in my mind. The one where he's just has his arms bent. He's got his hands like kind of like in claws, and I do that. Honestly, I probably do that sometimes without even realizing it, but no one's really noticed and told me about that. So, and it's funny because when I was younger, I want to say after 2004, when I went to middle school, high school, Godzilla was something you kind of didn't want people to know. It was like a thing you kind of hide. It was like that with anime too. Like you could not tell people you watched anime. Had to be hush hush. Tell it to your friends, and don't speak about it too loudly around school. Godzilla was definitely that in that category. But ever since 2014, when Legendary Pictures made their own like Godzilla movie, then things started to shift, and it made me proud to be a Godzilla fan again. And I think it's gonna stay like that for as long as I live. Godzilla's in a very hot streak right now. We're getting Godzilla minus zero in November. Then we're gonna get the Godzilla Destroy All Monsters remastered game. You guys need to see that game. You need to play it. I'm definitely gonna talk more about that game in this channel because I do want people to play that game if they never did. It's a great game, even if you're not a fan of Godzilla. I think to me, it's like how Dragon Ball Z came to me through video games first, and I think that it could be the same for Godzilla. Okay, so I just want to like, hopefully, if you guys are not a Godzilla fan, if you've never seen a Godzilla movie, and you feel like you just need someone to, or like a character that just shows like to never back down, watch Godzilla minus one. All right, he's definitely not a good guy in that movie. Okay, he's definitely not. But I mean, you gotta respect that. He doesn't. He ain't gonna back down. All right, he's gonna charge right at you. He ain't gonna like get scared. He's not that kind of animal. All right, he's got that dog in him, as kids say. Okay, and that's what I have. I have that Godzilla in me. All right, and so hopefully watch the Godzilla movies if you don't know what I'm talking about, and if you have watched some Godzilla movies, then I recommend giving it a try. Just picture him in your mind. Just think, what am I gonna do if something like this happens? Like, how am I gonna like, stand up to myself? And I just feel like it's Godzilla. Like, just have that. He brought that courage. He brought that courage in my life. And I mean, I wish that was still a thing. Because if I could ever audition to be or ever own a Godzilla suit, I definitely would. Because inside, that's how I feel. But alright, guys, it's a late video. I'm gonna post it quick. Sorry, I can't really do much edits to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep, go to my job, and do a reaction for the new trailer coming out tomorrow. Excited for it. I'll give a proper review for Godzilla minus one in the future for sure, without a doubt, and hopefully we'll just hopefully convince people to watch Godzilla minus one. It's on Netflix. Watch it. It's a great movie to watch at night. Great movie to watch by yourself. Great movie to watch with friends, family. Like, it's just an awesome movie. But I'll talk more about that in the future. Be good out there, guys, and let me know what you think about Godzilla. Is he just some silly guy in a suit, or does he really show, or does he show things like tragedy, which he does, right? But he's also sometimes the hero. What's your favorite depiction of Godzilla? Let me know in the comments. All right, for real, guys. Bye. Take care.